So I didn't watch the inauguration, but I soon had friends sending me clips, and it wasn't of Donald Trump. Instead, they were sending me clips of Elon Musk and something that he did that has got everybody talking. What in the hell did we just see? So I've got a couple of clips to show you, and you can be the judge of it for yourself. I'm not accusing the guy of anything. I'm just simply pointing out that these things look a little off to me. First of all, what is this? Second of all, if you thought that Bob Dylan looked kind of off during the singing of We Are the World, Elon definitely looks a little off in this next one. Take a look. Now, as weird as those two may seem, it's this next one that's got the internet abuzz because people are looking at this going, this looks familiar. And we're not saying that's what it is, but it definitely looks off to me. Take a look.
Making it happen. Thank you.
Now, we all know what that looked like. We can all look at it and see what it looked like. I'm sure that this is the part where they will start to gaslight us and tell us that's not what we've seen. But if that's what we think it is, that can actually land you in jail for 6 months over in Germany. Also, Slovakia, the Czech Republic have banned things like that, and you could face up to 5 years. So we don't know exactly what he was trying to do, but it definitely looked that way. And here comes the part where we will get gaslit and told that no, it wasn't that, and don't ever believe that. But it's funny to me how they always get caught in these kind of moments, and then they always try to explain it away rather than condemn what we actually think we just saw. You won't hear any of them come out and condemn that. They won't come out and say that that's wrong or that someone shouldn't do that. They'll just try to tell us that that's not what we've seen at all. And that's what we're going to be in for the next 4 years. You're going to face more gaslighting than you've ever faced in your life. And you've got a group of people now who feel totally empowered by Trump's win, Trump included. And everybody that voted for him and all the groups that they have been signaling to, those people are going to feel more empowered than ever to speak up and speak out now because they think that win gives them free reins to do whatever they want to do. They realize Donald Trump has immunity going in, and so I'm sure in their minds, they think if he's got it, they think they do too. And that is what is so scary to me about all of this. In any other normal time, and folks, we're not in normal times anymore, okay? We passed that a long time ago. We are in completely different waters now. But in any other time in American history, when a president has an inauguration, they try to bring the country together. And they try to say to the people that didn't vote for him, I realize you didn't vote for me, but I'm going to work for you too. And we're going to work to make this country better. And we're going to reach across the aisle and we're going to work with people of opposing viewpoints. That's what usually happens. But we're not there anymore. We have Donald Trump, a man who calls us the enemy from within. When he says America first, he really means putting himself first and then creating the illusion that he's putting MAGA first too. But we all know better than that. We're not in these normal times anymore where someone is trying to unify us and bring us together. We're in a time where they have absolutely drawn a line in the sand and we ain't included where they're at. And I'm not trying to bring down the room or be hyperbolic or scare anyone when I say those kind of things. It's just the truth. And in any other place and time, in any other time in American history, a moment like that would have ended a dude's career. And there's nothing he would have been able to do to explain it away. And a moment like that would have ended someone's presidency if they let someone get up and do something like that. And again, we're not going to sit here and accuse him of that, but it definitely looked off to anybody that's reasonable. Anybody that's ever seen that, that's what went through their heads. What I would like to hear from someone like Elon is him come out and completely condemn that. That's what I would like to hear. Instead of telling us you didn't see it, I would much rather hear them condemn things. But much like when Trump mocked the disabled reporter, we got told that that's not what he was doing. And when you played it side by side, it absolutely looked like that's what he was doing. We got gaslit on January 6th by people like Joe Rogan who wanted to show us what was happening 2 blocks away. and tried to pass it off that, oh, it was a peaceful day that day. We have been gaslit so hard over the last 4 years. Well, actually, longer than that. Since Trump came down the escalator, we've been gaslit every step of the way. But it's been even more so since the 2020 election. We've been gaslit every step of the way on that. We never got to enjoy a Joe Biden victory. We never got the same respect that was given to Trump this go around. We didn't get that then. And now going forward, they're going to feel so empowered to say now and do whatever they want to that we're sure not going to get respect going forward from them. We're really not. And so this is what we're in for. And it's truly disheartening. I would love, and I've said this in videos before, and I have had people reach out. I said one time, I said, if you really, when Trump called us the enemy from within, I said, how many of you would actually stand up for us if they came for us? I had one listener who was a Trump supporter reach out and say, I would stand with you. That would be a line too far. I wouldn't let that happen. I had one. What I would pretty much now say is the same thing. Is anybody out there going to call that out? Is anybody out there at least going to say, hey, it definitely looked that way and I condemn what that was? If someone lets me know, I'll be sure to pass it along to you. Because what I want to see is people start to call this stuff out and take responsibility for it instead of trying to tell us we didn't see what we think we saw or didn't hear what we think we heard. That has been very tiresome. I feel like people like us have been gaslit harder than anyone in history. And I feel like it's only going to get worse for us going forward. That's why we have to stay focused and we have to work together. We have to stand together more so now than ever. Now is not the time for our side to be splitting up into camps and working against one another. Now is the time that we come together as reasonable people and try to connect with as many reasonable people as we can. People who sees through this type of rhetoric and will call it out for what it is. That's who we need to reach out to. And we have seen people walk away from Trump during his first term. We saw people walk away from him after January 6th, and we have saw some, jump ship just since the election once they realized that they weren't going to get the things they voted for. So maybe in time, as we move forward, more people will start to realize that this is actually not going to work for them because Elon Musk is everything that they ever warned us about. Everything they feared and said would happen on our side, they embraced it, hook, line, and sinker. And I don't even know if they've realized it yet because all they wanted to do was own the libs. And they was willing to absolutely sell Donald Trump out to Elon in order to get that victory. And now that they've got it, I don't think they realize that Trump really isn't the one they need to worry about anymore. They've sold it. We've already saw Elon go after MAGA. We've already saw him go after them. And we've already saw the infighting that's coming. And he's not a guy that's ever going to back down. He's not a guy like that doesn't put that much money behind something and then just take a back seat and ride off into the sunset. That's not how it works. That's not what happened. He's been beside Trump ever since. And all this really should concern people way more than it has. But now I guess it's just a matter of time we just sit back and watch how long it lasts. I don't know. It's one of those relationships that I can't imagine lasting long because I don't know how long those two egos will ever be able to work together. But I will say this. Either one of those egos would throw their supporters under the bus in an absolute minute. There were so many people that bought tickets and hotel rooms to go to the inauguration that didn't get to go. He left them out in the cold, literally. He doesn't need them anymore. He said, I don't care about you. I just need your vote. And he meant it. And him or Elon would throw one of their supporters under the bus in a heartbeat. So right now they can celebrate. And right now they can do gestures like that calls everyone into question. But if anyone ever steps out of line with them on their side, they'll learn real quick that they're not on their side at all.